Hey everybody, I'm Jacob Castro and welcome to another video here on Jacob's Aquarium. I'm coming to you guys from Jacob's Nursery, my aquatic plant nursery here in beautiful Corona, California. Or should I say, sweltering hot Corona, California. It is 106 degrees in the greenhouse right now. Outside it is about 92, 91 degrees around there. And I am sweating profusely. But this is good. This is good because I feel like by the time I leave work today, I'll probably have sweat so much I would have lost maybe like 10 pounds. So awesome. Gonna start getting those abs pretty soon. Yeah. So almost on a weekly basis, people send me questions like, hey Jacob, I'm starting a tank. You know, I heard that you sell plants on your website. I'm interested in some color in my tank. I want some red plants. I want some red plants all the time. People are always looking for some color for their planted tanks. Even people that have existing planted tanks, they want some color in their tanks. And I always tell people, you know, you can grow pretty much any red plant in your tank. It's not a guarantee it's gonna stay really dark red. You know, it depends on the nutrients in your tank. It depends on the substrate. It depends on the lighting. It depends if you're using CO2. It depends on so many things, but you know, there are some plants that given the right conditions or growing them in the right conditions, they will grow and stay a nice, beautiful, velvety red, Valentine's Day, heartwarming red, okay? So in this video today, that's what we're gonna talk about. The red plants that I have on my website available for you guys or anybody out there, you know, looking to buy some plants. I have several red plants that I grow and sell on my website. So let's take a look at those plants right now. Alrighty guys, so first and foremost, got to talk about Amania gracilis. Take a look at this bad boy right here. Amania gracilis, I'm talking about this plant right here. It's a beautiful red plant. It's a little bit on the slow growing side. It's not really a plant that, you know, you're gonna get 5-6 inches of growth out of in a little under a week. So it's on the slow growing side. Maybe you guys will like that, maybe some of you won't, but a really great red plant for those of you looking for kind of like a subtle red. It's not really like a dark red, but it's more of like a bright red color. Now, if you're looking for a really dark red plant, the plant next to Amania gracilis right here, Ludwigia dark red, would be a great choice. This plant, under high light and the right conditions, will stay and grow a really nice deep dark red, and it's absolutely gorgeous. You can see right here that those leaves on this plant are just so dark and so velvety. They're just so pretty. I really like this variety of Ludwigia. And another great red plant. Now I would show you this one right here, Ludwigia Princess, but I don't have too much of that in stock, so we'll go ahead and migrate over here. And yeah, so moving on, stem plants are not the only plant that you can get some red coloration out of. You can in fact get some red color out of swords. These swords right here are called red Reuben swords, and these have probably the darkest red color I've ever seen in a plant. This red on this sword is almost to the point of where it looks like a dark black color. You know, it's very dark. So if you're looking for a really dark red plant, the red Reuben sword right here would be a great choice. And there are a number of other swords that have some red coloration in them. Kleiner bar swords right here do, red flame swords as well. Even the oriental swords have a little bit of reddish pink in them, but not so much, you know. Not as much as that red Reuben sword over there. Moving on, this is tiger lotus right here. This is a tiger lotus plant, and as you can see, I only have one of these in stock. These are pretty hard to come by with my suppliers, so I don't get them in too often, and when I do, they always sell out within a matter of minutes when I put them on the website. But I try to get as many as I can, guys. This plant does have some nice pinkish red coloration as well, so tiger lotus would be a great choice if you're looking for a red plant too. And pretty much on this side, that's really all I have. Everything else is really just a green color, a bright green color, traditional green colored plant. The banana plants do have some red coloration in them as well, but as you can see, once these little things reach the top of the water, they stay mostly green, so not too much of a red color there. So let's go ahead and go on the other side of the pond. and we will check out some more red plants here at Jacob's Nursery. All right, so this plant right here is called Rotala macrandra, and as you can see, it does not look like Rotala macrandra just yet. I got this plant from my supplier, and they grow their plants immersed over there. For those of you that don't know what that means, immersed means when you're growing plants above the water, like kind of like what this Ludwigia ovalis is doing right here. See how it's growing above the water? And you can tell that the top leaves are mostly green, but the bottom leaves that are still submerged are mostly red. That's pretty much what this Rotala macrandra is going through right now. So you can see it's mostly green, but the tips of the top of the plants are turning a more red color, and that's because they're transitioning to being grown submerged. As you can see, they're submerged in the water. They're not growing above the water. So, but this plant, despite not having some red coloration, I can't really show you its true red coloration right now, but I will say that Rotala macrandra is a really great choice. It's similar to the Amania gracilis over there. It has kind of like a brightish red color. It's very pretty. So another great choice for a red colored plant. Moving on, the famous Ludwigia repens right here. You can definitely get some red coloration out of this plant. I have to say though, you have to give it the right conditions, because I've grown Ludwigia repens before where it stayed mostly a bright green color, but I put it under high light one time and it turned a nice deep dark red color. So it really just depends. As you guys know, out here in the greenhouse, I get tons of natural sunlight. It's baking these plants all day, so they really turn a nice deep dark red color out here because all the light. But yeah, if you put highlight over Ludwigia repens, you can definitely expect some nice red coloration. So another great choice right there. And the plant that we just actually I just showed you guys really quick, this is Ludwigia ovalis, and this one is probably by far my most favorite red colored plant, just because the design on the leaves. You can see that it has these white streaks going through it, but it also has red coloration in it as well, and a little bit of a dark green color, a patchy dark green color too. So I just think that's such an interesting, intricate amount of colors on this plant, and I just think it looks so cool. Like, look at this one right here. Doesn't that look beautiful? I think it does. Looks really pretty. So this is another great red colored plant, and other than those, I think the last one I have to show you guys as far as red colored plants goes would probably be this Proserpinica palustris. This is a really nice plant. It's a little bit on the harder to grow side. It does like CO2, good substrate and all that stuff, high light as well. But what I like most about this plant is the shape of the leaves. It looks kind of like it has teeth, like a saber tooth. And in fact, it's funny that I just said that. I should have said this before. But the common name for this plant is actually sawtooth hygrophila. So they actually already realized, or the people that named this already realized that this plant looks like it has teeth, and named it appropriately. Took the words right out of my mouth. So yeah, sawtooth hygrophila, scientific name is Proserpinica palustris, another great red colored plant. And pretty much that's, actually, ladies and gentlemen, there is one more red colored plant, Alternanthera rhynicki. This is the regular version, not the miniature version. I have a miniature version that I sell on my website, but this is the regular version. And this plant has kind of like a pinkish red color in it. It's not really a deep dark red color. And as we discussed with the Rotala macrandra, this plant is actually being transitioned to growing submerged as well. So that's why you see that there's a lot of green coloration, not so much red, but the tips of the stems are turning a nice red color. So like I said, a nice bright pinkish red color, but nonetheless awesome choice for anybody looking for some color, some red coloration in their planted tank. So as far as red colored plants goes, for now, that is pretty much all I have available here at the nursery and on my website, jacobsaquarium.com. Of course, I'm always on the hunt for more plants, more colorful plants, and I'm always adding to the list of species offered on jacobsaquarium.com. So always keep checking back for new and exciting plants, because I'm searching and hunting for them all the time. Alright, so that pretty much does it for this video here on Jacob's Aquarium. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. If you didn't, you can take a hike For those of you interested in any of the aquatic plants you saw in this video here on Jacob's Aquarium, you can visit my website, jacobsaquarium.com, where you can buy any of the plants you saw in this video today. That's jacobsaquarium.com, okay? Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All my social media links are in the description below. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope your tanks are doing good. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the love and support you've given this channel and myself over the years. I really, really appreciate it. And stay tuned for more awesome content here on Jacob's Aquarium. Have fun with your tanks, everybody, and I'll see you next time.